focusing on bettering our relationship with our kids or bettering our relationship with our parents. So, why is it that parents do not parent the same? Everybody have different parenting styles. Everybody went through different things as a child. Some of us grew up without a mother. Some of us grew up without a father. Some of us grew up without both of them. A lot of us had childhood trauma. Some of us was beat as children. Some of us was molested. We was touched on. Things happened. Some of us was abandoned. Some of us did not get the love that we feel like we deserved or we actually did deserve. So with that being said, and also some of us, our parents didn't know how to be parents. They didn't have the tools, as a lot of parents these days do have. So when it comes to parenting and you feel like you would do better or you'll be happier if you had a different child, or you'd be happier if you had a different mom or dad, it doesn't work out that way because you're not the same as their child, or you're not the same as their parents. We see things differently. If you grew up and didn't have many problems in your home, you might not be as overprotective as your kids as a person that grew up and had a lot of problems in their home, that people was abandoned, they didn't have that love. So a lot of times when it comes to it, as parents, we're not hard on our kids because of our mistakes. We're hard on our kids because of the mistakes in the world. Because we really have to see, a lot of people kind of hide what's really going on in the world, trying to keep their kids happy and distracted, not realizing that you have to prepare your kids. And if they can't be strong, if you can't teach them to be strong in the house, the world is kind of going to try to make them weak. And they're not going to know what strength is. So when you're being hard on your kids, as they say, hard, when you're actually teaching your kids respect, dignity, all this good stuff, you have to sometimes explain to them. And they're like, I'm too grown. I don't owe my kids no explanation. Why not? Now they in a room every day crying, probably want to think about suicide because they think you don't love them because you being so hard on them, because ain't nobody being hard on they homeboy, they homegirl. Baby, I'm doing this because it's a lot of stuff that you don't know. When you get older, you're going to be more prepared than they are because I'm teaching you the now. Talk to your kids about what's really going on. Stop saying that, oh, they too young to understand. How you know? How do you know what their little minds can actually handle? We don't know what they're thinking daily. It's just like when you getting on them and they go in their room, I can't stand them, I hate them. Y'all know how it is. We always got something to say. And I tell my son all the time, look, you might be mad at me because of this, and you probably say you hate me, but I guarantee you, you're gonna thank me later. I ain't got no problems with it. Say you hate me all you want to. Hate is a strong word, but I promise you, you gonna love me at the end, because preparation is very important. And I'm trying to prepare you because I don't know what the world has in store for you. The world has so much for me that I didn't think was coming. And the world changes daily. So what's out there now that we think is going to try to get our kids, it might not even be. It might not be that. It might be worse. It might be better. So we got to prepare them for every little thing that can possibly come. So being so gentle is not always the best for some people, depending on how your kid's mindset is. So when you're going through things, or you see another parent go through, you can't always give everybody the same advice somebody gave you, because at the end of the day, it's not the same thing. Our kids are not walking in the same footsteps that their kids are walking in. Their trouble is not always, it's like I'll share my story on another video when it comes to my daughter. A lot of people, I always say certain stuff, and I'm like, y'all don't, I ignore what people have to say because I'm like, y'all really don't understand. I can tell you some of what's going on, but I'm not going to tell you everything because it's also my daughter's story. It might be things that she don't want me to let people know. So you're not going to know everything, but know that I'm a praying mother. So I'm going to make sure that I do what I need to do and how I need to do it, and not let anybody else change my mindset of what I'm doing and what God needs me to do. But build a relationship with your kids by your communication. Communication is so important. Y'all think it's only important in relationships with men and women. What about your kids? Y'all trying to heal for a spouse, but not healing for your kids. That plays a big part and so much with them. Let's heal for our children.